Hi, it's Diem. I'm back with another project share as well as a little tutorial, and it all has to do with this, like all the fun that I've been having with this new pumpkin die that I got from Michaels. And this is a nested pumpkin die set that has like these 4 pieces. And the first thing that I made is like just a plain embellishment. So I used the 2 bigger dies on the outside here to make a frame, and in black cardstock, black glitter cardstock, and then I just backed it onto a decorative piece of paper. And then I added this boo sentiment that I cut out with a cottage cuts die that I have. And then I added this, I die cut out a holographic leaf here and added 2 rolled paper flowers that I made. And then, of course, like with this die, you could use the 2 outer pumpkin dies to make a shaker. So that's what I did with the next project here. So I made like a Hello Kitty shaker pumpkin. So I just used purple glitter cardstock for the frame. And then the image was from, like, it was made using my silhouette machine, which I glittered up using stickles. And then again, I added the leaf and holographic leaf and rolled paper flowers. And then over here, I just punched out a eyelet so that I can, use this as a ornament. And then the little candy corn shaker bits that you see in there were actually like fussy cut out from this paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was like from the Trick or Treat paper pad. So you can definitely make your own shaker bits. So that's one thing. And then I did make more, of course, like here is one in a strawberry shortcake theme. And again, like this one has like little strawberry shaker bits in the background there. And again, I fussy cut those out from this Maggie Holmes paper that I got. So, and then I also wanted to make a white pumpkin. So that's what I did with this one here. And this one features like a little Halloween Care Bear, and I wanted it to be more about, the Halloween colors, like black, white, and orange. So I thought that turned out cute. Just simple. And then, like, of course, I wanted to see if I can do, something more with this die. So, and what is Halloween without treat boxes? So, what I did is I've gone ahead and turned the die into a treat box. Well, I made it a treat box using the die. And here is like a Hello Kitty little purse or treat box that I made. And so the back piece here is just like plain. It's got the a boo sentiment cut out in purple foil cardstock backed onto the decorative paper. I added a little bow charm here, and then just attached it with a jump ring on that side. And then the other side, I just, die cut out this little scallop in the back here using a die. And then I added this crepe paper rosette that I made and glittered the edges with, and added this stickled image of like Hello Kitty on the front there. And then for the straps here, all I did was I just used a like a die piece that I have from my Concord and Ninth everyday purse die, and this is what it looks like. So it's got like stitched like details on the sides there. And then I also used the like a cardstock that I got from Michaels, which is this glossy black cardstock to make the straps. But of course, like if you don't have that die, you could just cut out straps of any decorative paper that you have, or you can get really creative and use like ribbon or even chain. You know, you can get really creative. And then here in the front, I also added these charms that I got from AliExpress. So it's a witch hat, purple witch hat, as well as this little bubble charm, and I added it with the jump rings. And then, so that's one bag that I made, or one little gift box. And then, of course, like making all these, you know, shakers, I wanted to see if I could like make a, you know, a bag with like a shaker style bag. So that's what I did with this one here. So this again is like a Hello Kitty one, because I'm on a Hello Kitty cutesy kick right now. And so this one is a shaker, and again, you see the rolled paper flowers that I made, and I added a leaf on this one as well. And then the middle here, I just added some decorative paper, and the back is also a shaker, and this time like I used another image. And then of course, what is Hello Kitty without, you know, a bow? So I added a orange bow here, and this is a bow from Queen and Company. And then for the straps for this one, because the bag is like black, I added a like holographic straps here to the bag. So really simple. And so I'm gonna show you how to, like the process of how I made these little gift boxes. So if you wanted to stay tuned, that's what we're gonna be doing next. And for the box, like the base, what I did is I used 110-pound cardstock. And so all you have to do is what I did is I used the biggest piece here. And then also just to let you know, like if you don't have this pumpkin die, you can definitely, you know, use whatever pumpkin image that you have. And just for, you know, if you're curious, this pumpkin measures approximately like 3.5 inches wide, and it's approximately like 3 inches tall, if you're wondering. So to make the box, all you're gonna have to do is cut out 4 pieces of, you know, cut out 4 pumpkins in white cardstock or whatever color you want. And so that's what I've gone ahead and did here. And then for the bottom of the, next what you're gonna wanna do is, for the bottom here, I did make it flat so that, you know, it gives us a reference point of where to, you know, adhere the pieces in the front. So what you're gonna wanna do is, with the pumpkin, we're gonna want to cut off the bottom. So all I did is I took my ruler and I just put it against like those ridges that you see in the back here. I'm just gonna move all this out of the way. So you see these little points here? I just lined up my ruler against that, those points, and then, you know, just draw a line. So I'm gonna do that here. And then we're just gonna cut it off. And then you're gonna wanna do that for like all 4 pieces. So here's my first one. And then I'm just gonna quickly grab my scissors and cut it off. Okay, and then you're gonna wanna do that for all of them. So I have this as a template, which I'm gonna use here, and do it for all 4 of them. That's 2. Just line it up so that, you know, they're all even. And then the last one. Okay, so now we have 4 pumpkins with the bottoms cut off. And then if you're using your own pumpkin, you can do that as well. And then what I did is, like, I made a strip so that, okay, I'm gonna go to the next thing here. So the next thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna cut a strip that measures, like a piece of paper that measures 7.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So I'm gonna put that there. So I already like cut off my piece off screen. So once you have your piece, right, and then also if you have a really, you know, sturdy paper, you can go ahead and cut that. Like I wanted my base to be like 110-pound cardstock, but if you wanted to go ahead and cut it with your decorative paper, you can go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna take my 110-pound cardstock here, and then I'm just gonna grab my bone folder, and what we're gonna want to do is like on the 7.5-inch side, we're gonna want to take our bone folder and we are gonna score it at 1/4, a 1/4 inch. I hope you can see this. Okay, so a 1/4 inch, 2 3/4. Okay, 4 3/4. 4 3/4 inches, and then 7 1/4 inch. So over here, and then we're just gonna flip our paper onto the 2.5-inch side, and we are gonna score it at 1/2 inch. Sorry, here, 1/2 inch, as well as 2 inches. Okay, and then once you have your paper there, what you're gonna wanna do is just cut off like those 4 corners. So we're gonna cut off that just along the, you know, score lines there, cut them all off. Okay, and then this side. Okay. Just this one last side here. Okay, so what you're left with is a piece that looks like this with all the corners cut off. And then next, what you're gonna wanna do is, if you have a die like this, and I got this from the Alina craft store, what you can do is, because we already like scored like those lines, you can just run this, you know, line this up along the score line there, and then run this through your die cut machine, like, and then you're gonna do that on both sides. And then I also wanted to let you know, like, you don't have to have this to be able to make the pumpkin bucket. So what you can do instead is, we are gonna also, like, I'm gonna show you how to do it without the die. So I'm gonna cut along those 2 like creases that we made there for both sides. So we're gonna cut those first. Okay, and then we are just gonna cut little triangles into like these 4 sides over here, just so that, you know, there's less bulk when you're putting your box together. So to do that, you just cut off little triangles, and I would not recommend going close to the like the crease there, because, you know, once you attach this to the box, you don't want to see little holes. So all we're going to do is just going to cut like little triangles going close to the line, but not quite, you know, right on it. And that's what you're going to do for the whole thing here. Okay. And just go all along those 4 sides. Okay, so I'm back and I did all my cutting off camera, and this is what what you'd be left with. So, and then I just wanted to point out, it'd be nice if you could cut off the bulk here as well on this piece here. And this is what it would look like. And then if you did use the die to cut your piece, this is what you should be left with as well. And then what you're gonna wanna do is, you're just gonna want to add tape on that side, on the both sides. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then also, if you made this by hand, like cutting it, I would just recommend, you know, using your scissors to cut off the bulk a little bit more, because we don't need all that. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And then just use your score tape to add this adhesive. Okay, so I am just gonna grab my score tape here, and then we're just gonna run it along, and it doesn't have to be like right along the edge there. Okay, so I'm gonna do it for both sides. Okay, and then you can also use your bone folder to burnish the tape in just a little. And then next what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold and crease all those lines. So I'm gonna do the middles first. And while I'm doing this, I just wanted to explain that if you are using like another pumpkin, all you would have to do is like see where the bottom of your pumpkin, like you would measure that, say, so for example, this one measures like 2¼ inches, right? So what you're gonna wanna do is like score like a piece that's 2¼ inches in the middle, and then decide how far up you want the sides of the treat box to be, and that's how you would make this. And then I just made like these little pieces for the flaps, which we're gonna fold in like this. Okay, so do that on all sides and score. I hope that was clear. Like if you have any questions, feel free to, let me know below, and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, so we are gonna crease it good with our bone folder. Okay, and then next, you're gonna just remove the tape on one side first. Okay. We're gonna remove the tape, and then all you're gonna do is you're just gonna grab like one of the pumpkin pieces that we cut out earlier, and then see how what we're gonna do is we're gonna line this up so that this pumpkin's centered on that centered piece there, the center fold lines. So as long as it looks centered, we're gonna put this against that piece. That looks pretty good. And then we're just gonna, adhere the back first, the back piece, so that it sticks onto the pumpkin like this. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, put this all against the pumpkin that we made. And don't worry that, if we had that extra piece at the ends there, don't worry about that, because we're just gonna use this, we're just gonna put the paper against it and it'll all work out, don't worry. Okay, and then we will just shape it as we go along and stick it, make sure it sticks at the back, and then up here. And then when you get close to the top, right, this part is gonna tend to want to like stick out, so just push it in a little bit more than the rest. That's what I did here. And then make sure it's stuck. See? So far it should look like that. And then you're just gonna do the same thing with the other side. So we are just going to, line it up the pieces and then shape it as we go along. And then when you get to the top, just push it in slightly. Okay, and then just make sure your glue is, stuck on really good. You can use your bone folder or your finger to, make sure that it's adhered onto the paper like properly. Okay, and then we're gonna just do the same thing with the other side of the pumpkin. So take off our tape. Okay, and then grab another pumpkin piece that we die cut. Okay, and then you're gonna, find the center. You can just eyeball it, it's gonna be okay. And then make sure that part's stuck on. And then just add the two sides. So I'm just gonna do this side first and shape it as you go along. Pushing it in at the top a little here. Okay, and then same thing on the last side. Okay, just shape it as you go along. Okay, so now we have that, and we still have like these two flaps sticking out on the sides here. So we're just gonna leave that for now. And then so now you have like the base piece almost done. So before we add these other pieces, what you're gonna wanna do at this point is like add the straps. That way, when we add these pieces inside, we're gonna like hide the inside of the straps so that it looks better, right? Like, so in order to add the straps, what I did was I just used like these ridges on the pumpkin to, as a reference point. So I just added like one strap on this side here, and then the other one on this side. And for the straps, like again, you'll just cut out like a strip of paper, whatever size you want, right? For example, because I'm using that piece that I got from the die, it measures 6.5 inches long and about like a 1/4 inch wide. So once you have your straps, or you can use ribbon. If you're using paper, what I would recommend is just taking a pen and, curling the strip of paper like this, like just so that you can break up the fibers in the paper. And that way you won't get creases in your strap. And I'm gonna like do it with both of them just to show you. And then for mine, what I did was, because like I want to use that glossy black cardstock. So what I've gone ahead and done with mine here is I just cut two of them out and I backed them up together using red line tape, because it's going to be, more secure. And I've gone ahead and done that with both. And then with both of my straps, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go ahead and add a really like strong adhesive. So I added like a strip of red line tape to the bottom of each of these, like, on all, both sides of each of the straps. So you're gonna wanna add the red line tape. So this is what I used. And then, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna remove the tape on one side of my strap first. Okay, and then I'm gonna add the first strap. So I said I wanted it to be like right here. Oops, I got like the tape everywhere, sorry. Okay, so I wanted to add like the first one right there. So I'm gonna take the first piece here where I removed the tape, and then I'm gonna just add it, use that as a guideline. And then this is all like personal preference, like how long you want your strap or whatever strap you're gonna use. And then for this, we're gonna pull the other strap over like this, and then add it to the other side. And then here you're gonna wanna gauge like, how long you want your strap to be. So I don't want mine to be too long, so I'm gonna say about there. And then what I'm gonna do is gonna just put pressure there so that the strap stays, right? And then you can go ahead and remove the, well, don't remove the tape yet. So what we're gonna do is, once you have your strap in, like I mean for both sides, you're gonna wanna take those two leftover pumpkin pieces that we have. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna shave off like a bit on the bottom. I'd say about like 1/16 of an inch, because you know it's gonna be bulky because of the inside. And then you're gonna want to do the same thing like on each side of the pumpkin. Just shave off like 1/16, not all the way up, but just to here, because you know the sides of our bucket won't go up that far. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And then you're gonna want to do that to both pieces so that you don't forget. So all I did was like cut this much off, for example, you know, just a little sliver. So go ahead and do it for the other side. And then again, both sides. Just so that we get like a nice fit on the inside. And then if you take this piece, right, and then, you know, you can test it. So I'm going to put this in and to make sure, you know, I get a nice fit before I glue it in. So that's what you're going to want to do. So you're going to want to, you know, remove the tape on the back of the other strap over here. So we're going to remove that, right? And then you're just going to add this piece in. So I'm gonna do that right now, and a piece fell in there. So I'm gonna remove that adhesive on the back of that strap that I added. Okay, and then sorry, you're gonna add glue to the back of this and then just glue it in. And then once you do the same thing with the other side, like add the strap and then your other pumpkin piece in there, then you're just gonna want to glue, like add glue to, you know, the edge of the two flaps here, and then fold them down, right? And then you're gonna end up with the base of your pumpkin. And then from there, you can go ahead and decorate your purse or treat box. And for the, like for this piece out here, if you are gonna cut a decorative piece, I will give you the measurements. So for the layering piece for the bottom, if you are adding one, you're gonna cut a piece that measures 7 3/4 by 1 1/2. And then, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I went ahead and done that off camera. So I cut a piece that measures 7 3/4 inches by 1 1/2 inches. And this is for the layering piece. So once you have your layering piece, like it's just a 1/4 inch longer, because when we add this layering piece to our gift box, we don't want it to buckle. So that's why I made it like slightly larger with the measurements. So you're gonna take your bone folder and we're gonna make creases just to make our life easy. So on the 7 3/4 inch side, you're gonna want to score at 1/4 inch. So a 1/4 inch. And then 2 7/8. So 2 7/8. Everything was just moved over by 1/8. So 2 7/8, and then 4 7/8. So here, and then 7 3/8. So 7, and then count 1 2 3/8. Okay, so we're gonna fold and crease those lines that we just made, and that's your layering piece. So and then to add this layering piece, what I would do is, okay, so you're gonna fold and crease all the sides. Okay, and I did all of this off camera, so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna wanna add glue to the bottom first. So you're gonna add glue, and not along the, you know, those fold lines. And then you're just gonna glue like the bottom piece first, right? Just add glue like for that. Do one, you know, each side at a time, that way, you know. And then you're gonna add glue on this side, of course. And then this flap, you know, just goes over, so, you know, it's gonna be hidden in the inside of the box. Okay, and then once that is on, then you can go ahead and decorate your treat box. And so that concludes this tutorial, and like, I really hope you have fun making these little treat boxes. And if you have any questions, again, please feel free to let me know below. Thank you so much again for joining me. Bye.